presentation today. We are going to speak about the past tense. We will focus today about the past perfect tense, but before we start, we have to remember the past simple tense because it is related to the past perfect. The past simple is an action or more that happened in the past and finished. But the past perfect is an action or more, but it needs some kind of arrangement of actions. Like the past simple, I visited my uncle. What's the meaning of I visited my uncle? I visited him. The visit is completely done. But the past perfect today, like this. Past perfect tense. How do we form the past perfect? When do we use the past perfect? We will know it now. Forms of past perfect. In the positive, we will talk about the positive or affirmative. We use the subject, I, you, he, she, it, you, we, they, plus helping verb, had, plus main verb, past participle, and we will talk about contracted form. Look at this sentence. I can say I have fallen, or you have fallen, he has fallen. All subject is available in this context. In the negative form, we use had plus not plus past participle. And this is the contracted form of A. In a question, we use had, but at first, and we will put here question mark, like this. Had I fallen, but we will change the dot into question mark. This is the form of the past perfect. Past perfect is used when an action happened before another action in the past. Like, at 2 o'clock, I had lunch. At 2:30, my breakfast came. What happened first and what happened next? After I had finished, after I had lunch, my brother came. This is the past perfect. This is the action that happened first. Now my brother came. This is the second action. This is the past simple. So it is used when one action happened before an action in the past. Had lunch happened first. My brother came is the second action. So the past tense is used to indicate the first past action, which is having lunch, and the second past action, which is my brother came. Past perfect is used when an action happened before a specific time in the past. Like, she had fallen asleep before 9 o'clock. Had fallen asleep in the first action, and this is a specific period of time before 9 o'clock or by 9 o'clock. So this is the first action, and this is a specific period of time. Jane hadn't been to Disneyland until last month. The first action in the negative form, hadn't been to Disneyland until last month. This is specific time, a specific period of time. This is past perfect, the first action, and this is specific period of time. Past perfect is used when we regret about past situation, when we are sorry about past situation. This is the third day use of the past perfect. I wish I had studied hard for the test. This means that you didn't study hard. I'm sorry, I didn't study for it. So you are regretting. You regret something happened. I wish I hadn't said that. I wish I hadn't said it. I'm sorry that I said it. So you regret. But be careful. Past perfect tense had past participle. We will fill the blank with the correct form of the past simple. The word star, how can it be in the past perfect? We use the structure had plus PP3. It will be had started. Dance, had danced. Put, had put. Buy, had bought. Steal, had stolen. This is the structure. Kick, had kicked. Pay, had paid. So, well done. Now we will divide the keywords into two groups. We have keywords. This passage is very important. Before family and after family. We will divide it into two families. Before, by the time, when, by, plus a specific time is followed by V2, and in the second part of the sentence had PP3. Number two, after family. After, as soon as, when, because, is followed by had PP3 plus V2. Okay? We have another note, very important note, till or until. Till and until is preceded by V2 and followed by had PP3. Like this. Look at this example. I didn't go out. This is a past simple negative until I had done my homework. So this is the first action and this is the second action, but past simple in the form of negative. I didn't go out until I had done my homework. So until is preceded by past perfect negative and followed by past perfect. Okay, now we will choose a correct answer. Choose the correct answer. Question from 1 to 10. Ready? Question number 1. After Jane washed the dishes, she turned off the light. You have to determine the first action before you answer. After is followed by past perfect, and after it the past simple. So the answer will be had washed. So the sentence will be after Jane washed the dishes, she turned off the. Most of the time the past perfect is not necessary when we use a time conjunction like after, before, and as soon as, because this time conjunction tells us which event happened first and which happened second. So we use after Jane had washed the dishes, she turned off the light. Number 2. Before the door, David had. The first action here, David had left. Before is followed by past simple. So the answer will be closed or had closed. The answer will be closed. Because before is followed by closing the door is the second action here. This is a form of question here because we have question mark. They told you before it would not. We have before followed by past and preceded by had arrived. So the answer will be had and the second space will be arrived. Number 4, Mr. Wood أطيب S before 2018. This is before a specific period of time, and we have to use here. Tamam? Mr. Wood. Number 5, Holly has bad teeth. She wishes she. This is an expression of regret here. So past perfect is used in the regret form. She wishes she so many sweets and cakes. So we will use she hadn't eaten because it's a form of regret. Number 6. Look at this. She would not arrive yet. Or she had arrived yet. Apostrophe D stands for would or had. If it followed by past perfect, it will be would or had. It will be had. If apostrophe D is followed by had with 3, it will be had, not would. Okay. I would found my keys. This is a past participle because it followed by past participle. I would like something. Look here. Apostrophe D here is followed by infinite form. So it is would not have. This is an infinite form and it is would not have. Okay. This is the last part of our presentation today. You have a worksheet here and you have to look carefully and answer it carefully. But before, you have to remember our key words like our key words before you answer it. After as soon as when is followed by can 3 and the second part will be V2. Before or by the time is followed by V2 or past simple and after that had V3. Look at the first example. I did something before today. Look at before. It is followed by a specific period of time. So we will use here had with but in the negative form because he gave us not. So it will be hadn't visited. Okay? Number 2, Jennifer began to run after she, that's name. Look at after here. After is followed by what? Had with 3 and preceded by past symbol. So it will be had seen. Look here, it will be had seen. Number 3. Book. Here, before the party began, me. Look at before here, it's followed by V2 past symbol, and it should be preceded by had 3. As this example, before is me, is followed by V2 and had 3 in the second part. So number 2 will be, number 3 will be had it. Thanks. Inshallah, you will complete this worksheet by yourself, and if you need any help, I'm here, Mr. Ahmad. Thank you.